our dear friend. This is a four-way chat between Ashwini Khurana, Prithvi, me Madhusudan, and our dear guest, my friend Pramesh Ratnakar, and his journey with Parkinson's.
They argue that a certain chemical dopamine that coordinates the signals from the mind to the body, that becomes less. And when that becomes less, the signals from the mind to the body get jammed. So everything slowly starts collapsing. It could be your bowel movements, it could be your itching, it could be swallowing, it could be voice, and all over a period of time everything gets impacted. So there's no cure for it. There's a miracle drug which they have which artificially supplies dopamine to Parkinson patients. So I've been having that drug for the last 8 years now because I was diagnosed in 13. So the whole issue at the moment in all of Parkinson dealing is how to manage Parkinson rather than curing Parkinson. So my tagline is, in my experience of Parkinsonism, is that you cannot beat Parkinson,
Sure.
but you can ensure that Parkinson doesn't beat you.
Lovely.
Slow degenerative movement disorder where body's movements are affected. There's tremor, there's rigidity, there's slowness, and all kinds of problems evolve over a period of time. My take on Parkinson is, why don't I treat it like a game? My dealing with Parkinson is I've made it into a bit of a game for myself, a bit of a sport for myself. Because in all sports, we take on challenges of movement. And therefore, I have sought to handle my Parkinsonism with deliberately moving into the sports arena, the sports fields. And today we are on to a lovely golf course with Ashwini and Prithvi, and we are going to play some serious golf. I'm going to beat the shit out of them. I have designed a swing for myself, which is my own invention, as it were, while playing golf, because I have had to accommodate my body rigidity and its inability to do certain activities which golfers normally do, like shifting weight and so on. It will get you down. The secret is to get up and innovate and then enjoy the innovation and play with it. And I have managed to hold my own in this hole with others, so I am thrilled. And to the extent that I am thrilled, I am living a life.
Don't need to say more.
When you get Parkinson, because your body doesn't behave the way you want it to, it impacts the mind, and then you get into self-pitying mode, and you get into depression, and you get into all kinds of things. And that increases and that augments everything. I mean, that heightens all the problems, as it were. So one of the key challenges is to take on the disease at a level in terms of concept, in terms of idea, in terms of how do you want to deal with it as a phenomena.
Yeah, especially, I mean, as a thinking English literature professor.
Or as a
Does
thinking
that come
human
in
being.
Thinking human being, I think it's got to do with allegory and
Yeah,
literature
very true.
and
Very,
metaphor.
you've got it right. I have. So for me, I am sort of taking the game on of Parkinsonism right from the Leela concept to sport concept to make-believe concept to mind-body coordination. In a sense, if I have inherited my Parkinsonism from my grandfather and father, I've also inherited sports from them. So life evens out. So no point being depressed or sad about anything that happens to you, because it's all part of an intermix which is huge and which you can creatively explore in all kinds of ways. Always. I can rest on this while I'm walking. And this belongs to my grandfather. He used to play with this and use it. Last hole, I lost concentration a little bit on the bunker shot and made a royal mess of it.
Yeah.
And when the challenge is more, then the concentration and the effort and the endeavor has to be more focused and more deliberate and more and that creating that focus without panic inside is the heart of the matter. I think this is where I score a lot in terms of beating Parkinsonism. If I don't have the walk, if you have it, when I watch you walking,
That'll do.
I am
Does it for
blissed
you.
out. When the huge thing happens, when I see that happening, I see the design, I see the galaxies working to create the balance, the gravity working, the alignment happening, and when that alignment happens in the walk, I don't have to go to dance, I don't have to go to classical dance to see the beauty and the is there in everything, and your loss should enable you to see the manifestation wherever else. And once you do that, a certain generosity that is right all over the place kicks in, and you are hoping for another par. See, a normal golfers are supposed to keep the thing head straight, not move the head, and turn the shoulder. So you get the power from the shoulder. But I can't turn the shoulder because I'm too stiff. So what I have innovated is I freeze everything. I lift my arm and I loosen my grip like mad. So I go like this. I take it as much, let it go as much as I can with the wrist because I've loosened it. And then, so,
The point is,
see,
how did you come to evolve this?
because I have to deal with my body now. My body can't turn like that. So, and I still want power. So I go like this. Well, I have had a lifelong engagement with Parkinson's disease. My grandfather had it, my father had it, and now I've inherited it. So I have over the years I have developed an understanding of the disease which is in my vocabulary, which is not a medical way of talking about Parkinson's disease or a sort of a, it's more in experiential terms. And my understanding of Parkinson's disease now is very simply put in very simple definitional terms is it is the acceleration of mortality through deacceleration of movement. We are all mortal creatures, we are all going to die, and over a period of time we are all experiencing degeneration. I mean, right from birth we are experiencing some sort of degeneration and moving towards our ending. But Parkinsonianism allows me, that's how I take it, and that's how I've made it into a bit of a positive so that I can transform it into a game. Parkinsonianism allows me to experience this mortality self-consciously and to deal with it using my own ingenuity, using my own skill sets. And to the extent that I am dealing with mortality and to the extent I am dealing with something which everybody is dealing with, to the extent that I am dealing with what life is all about, through Parkinsonianism I am able to experience the experiencer in a way which I wouldn't have done otherwise. So one of the ultimate goals of life is actually to do this, experience the experiencer. And because I am dealing with experiences very self-consciously, because my movements are not rhythmic and I have to will them in all kinds of ways, PD has been a huge educational experience for me so far. And to the other Parkinson patients, I will say always that if you can continue to preserve a positive way of looking at life, you will be able to deal with PD much better than any other.
As an end note, I wanted to say that 40 years ago, we were together in college. Pramesh was my senior by about 4 or 5 years. There was a grudge match planned for table tennis then. It never happened then. But Pramesh is claiming he's fit enough to beat me even now. We'll come back to you after we have that table tennis match for our next episode on Fighting Life, Fighting Parkinson's. Thanks everybody. This is Madhusudan Srinivas with Pramesh Natkakar for Patients Engage essentially.